What's up, guys? I have something awesome underneath this. 1 second. So this is my new to me 2007 Campion with a 90 horsepower Evinrude, 2007 as well. As you can see, the boat itself has seen some better days, but hey, it's still a boat. It's gonna need some, definitely needs new tires and bearings, and obviously a very, very deep clean. And back there, it's definitely gonna need a little bit of work with the wiring, sort of a rat's nest. And the trailer itself, as you can see, these bunks need to get replaced. But step one, I'm gonna give this guy a quick rinse. Oh geez. Just rinse this off with some soap first. Let's do that. There. Oof, as you can see, all the water is going to the front. So I'm actually going to jack up my boat a little bit so everything's going the right way. Go ahead. Okay. There we go. Oh wait, now remove water. More things. All right. Add that to the trash pile. And again, hopefully I will not be needing this. Hey guys, got a little ahead of myself, but it's next day. This is a little bit of the progress we've got from cleaning. It still needs obviously a little bit more underneath there. I ain't gonna address the bilge area yet, and also in here in the back compartment. Still needs a bit of cleaning, but you know, we can move on those a little bit later. Right now I'm actually taking off all the old vinyl wrap on this thing, just to really expose what's going on underneath. As you can see right now, there's lots of little dings and spots that are a little rough. They can get smoothed out. It's going to take a little bit of love and sanding from this, but for the most part it feels pretty smooth. But I know I could do hopefully a little bit better of a job. So we're just gonna do this side right here right now, and hit this other side. So far I've just been using a little X-Acto knife. Yeah, buddy. Hi, stranger. Hey. Yeah, we're just using this little X-Acto knife, cutting a little bit in sections and a little bit of heat. But without further ado, let's get back into it. Buddy, it's alright. It's alright. Hey! It's alright, it's alright. Alright. Whew. Alright. Yeah, you're definitely gonna want a heat gun for that. Helped out a good bit, but here I'm gonna show you guys all the things that covered up. So it's definitely gonna need some fiberglass work. If not here, definitely some other places. For the most part, again, this side pretty smooth. You know, fiberglass, or at least some fairing putty right there. Sand this all smooth, whatever this is. It's sort of like excess glue. And I'm pretty sure this thing sat out of the water for a little bit because, or in the water for a little bit, because I don't know what this crud is right here. It's caked on there pretty good. It's almost like cement. This was kept in a like sort of a freshwater lake out in Vegas. So yeah, I might just have to sand this down. It's gonna be a huge pain, but it's all right. Project though. That's why we get these things. So there's one thing I noticed well, being underneath here, is that one nice thing is that this stuff comes off pretty easy. What's not nice is that spot right there is a wet spot, and last time I checked, this boat only had one bilge plug. So once I get this up and off this trailer, that is definitely a big area of concern. So I'll take it one step at a time, but that is going to be a huge feature problem. The entirety of this boat on the bottom too, it looks like it's been scuffed up a decent amount. From what I do not know, I'm not too familiar with you know, freshwater lakes and being on them. Maybe they just do a number to the bottoms of these boats, or the previous owner sent it a little too hard. But yeah, more fun stuff. This needs to get bent back. It's more of a it needs to be I told myself I would have like a sort of a rhyme or reason of how I would do this boat project, but I'm sort of finding myself sort of just doing things as I go. Like, I know this is bumper. This needs to get replaced because it's so old, and then I look at this and it's like, geez, this needs to get replaced too, and that means I have to probably drill out all those rivets and re-rivet it. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Like, all these pieces right here are just sort of coming apart, and I just want to remove everything. And the more I dig and dig, by the way, this, I don't think I mentioned earlier, this boat I got for free, and I'm starting to see, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just new to this, but I'm starting to see why it was. Because I think myself handy, but no, am I actually? Maybe this will be a journey for me to become more handy. Like, this is metal, and this is metal, and this is plastic. Why can't it just all be metal? Or why won't this just continue to this, you know? And I feel like that's what I should do, is that I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this angle right here and then fill her up and do the same thing on that side. I feel like that's the right answer. But I'm juggling between, this is a fishing boat, not a pleasure. It's still a bit of pleasure boat. Hopefully I can mount some things to it. Hopefully pull some tubes, maybe a wakeboarder. We'll see. Side news, actually, since been getting this boat, or since I got this boat, I actually haven't turned it on, so it's got a little package in the mail. So I got the key and safety lanyard. Let's see if this thing turns on. Okay, so quickly guys, I had to swap out the old edition for the new one right here. It's pretty just plug and play, pretty easy. And we'll see if this bad boy comes to life. Alright. I have no water on the engine right now, and I think it's giving me a ooh, there we go, that's good. It's giving me a low oil indicator. That is correct, but we'll see if it's turned on real quick. Oh yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, that's great news. Man, it's gonna need some new engine oil. This whole thing needs this sort of detailed. The cover itself is not at all secure. Let's fix that. A few other things with the engine. Hydraulics, they're leaking everywhere, so that will have to get fixed. Grease needs to definitely get replaced. All right, guys, I got the boat off of the trailer last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and redo these bunks and redo these rolls right here. Where is my gas mask? All right, new bunks are in. Actually had an old can of spray paint, Rust-Oleum primer and paint, so I sort of got carried away with it. I was only gonna put on the rusty spots, but I figured why not do the rest of the trailer. I still need 2 more cans. They're coming in the mail, and we'll go ahead and make this all gray instead of white, make it a little bit nicer. All right, so trailer is all done. I just picked up the axle through 3,500 pound axle to replace this guy. But other than that, paint is in, done. I still need to wire it, actually, so the trailer's not done. But this paint job, rattle can, turned out pretty good. So we'll update again. Trailer is all done. Got the new 3,500 pound axle in. But I've now realized with the trailer much higher, it's my light for reference, which I need to do since I live on a pretty gnarly hill. You can see it's sort of like right there. When I back in, this back portion of the trailer goes ahead and scrapes up the bottom. So to alleviate that, I lifted it up. But now, I don't think when I put my boat on the trailer that it's got to now clear the garage. So I'm actually have to go ahead and redo that. So that's an oversight on my part. But update for the boat. We have the first layer of fairing compound all over for all the major gel coat nicks and cracks. And to go ahead and fill up like all these little scratches all throughout the boat. So it's the first layer. I'm actually gonna go diving right now. Get some lobsters. But after this, we're gonna go ahead and sand it all down, make it flat. Probably another round of a fairing compound to fill up any other minor things. Sand that down again, and sand it down again with a finer grit. And then we're gonna go ahead and roll on all the paints. All right, that's the update. All right, got a little carried away. Boat has now been sand prepped and I'm getting to the paint. This is about 10% thinner. Hopefully it comes out pretty nice and lays out flat. But this is actually only about 10 seconds painting, so this should be quick. All right, first coat of paint is on and it laid down pretty flat. As you can see that little bit of reflection in there too. But overall, it probably took me about an hour, maybe a little bit less, to put on this first coat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it two-tone. I think at this point I'm probably just gonna paint this whole thing this color up onto this rail right here, but the interior I'm just gonna go ahead and leave white. But I'm loving this seafoam green. You got that backside. Update, boat is mostly done. Now I'm installing the rub rail. How I'm doing this is I first started, so I set these first 3 screws, stainless steel, I want to say number 8s, about 1 inch. So I set 3 on that side, 3 on this side. If I do the center one, I'll do it in a second. I'll show you the sides. After I set those first 3, I went ahead and took this out, unspooled it, got all the kinks and stuff out of it, and then I went ahead and pulled it all the way over and secured it to this back part of the transom. What that allows is sort of a hands-free one-man operation. Obviously with 2 people this would be helpful, but I think this is the better way, even if you had 2 people, because this allows it to essentially keep tension. So while you're putting the rub rail down, it'll go ahead and create a nice straight line. And eventually when you get down to this part right here, you bring this all the way down right here. Obviously that's gonna be all nice and done. You can go ahead and transition this over this way and then tighten it down. Okay, for now, I'll keep this up. And then I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm going ahead and pre-drilling with this 1/8 and then sending it in after that. I realized this now, but stainless steel is actually pretty soft. So I've actually, I think I stripped actually one of these heads, and I see it's gouging pretty easy. This is, I only came out maybe once or twice, probably 3 times, but it's already pretty chewed up. So just something to be wary of.